We're on St. Nicholas Avenue and Edgecombe Avenue on 135th Street where they're dedicating a building, a school, to Percy Ellis Sutton. It's going to be called the Percy Ellis Sutton Educational Complex. There are a lot of dignitaries that are expected to show up. Now, Percy Sutton was the chairman of Inner City Broadcasting Corporation, 1190 WLIB, and WBLS 107.5, including a number of other radio stations across the country. He was an entrepreneur. Of course, he was dedicated to our community, and he was involved in education. Zealous for educational accomplishment, Sutton attended 3 American historically black colleges and universities, Prairie View A&M, then Tuskegee and Hampton Institutes, and later Columbia University School of Law. Some of the many people on hand for the Percy Sutton Educational Complex dedication were the students of the Bread and Roses High School, former Mayor David Dinkins, Deputy Mayor Dennis Walcott, School's Chancellor Joel Klein, New York City Controller John Liu, Council members Inez Dickens and Robert Jackson, and the Honorable Charles Rangel.
When you ask what good has God done in the village of Harlem, we say, well, there's Percy Sutton. He is symbolic of so many good things. Like I told the youngsters, they can start any place they want, and he led in that fight, that struggle.
Oh, this is a historic event here, not only in Harlem, but in New York State.
Granddaughter Keisha Sutton James says education is most important in the Sutton family.
He would have been so proud. Education was paramount for our family. So I know that he's up there beaming with excitement and joy.
Educator and longtime Bronx resident Roscoe C. Brown, who was also a Tuskegee Airman, had this to say.
Well, the dedication of this school as the Percy Ellis Sutton Complex really brings us back to the role of education in our community. That we have a long heritage in Harlem, in the black community, that needs to be preserved, and the best way to preserve it is through education.
What are your thoughts and feelings?
Well, Mr. Sutton was about education, and he was the preeminent educator, whether it was in the field of business, politics, arts, culture. He was our teacher.
Every speaker expressed themselves in their own way, and each way was just as good as the other person's way.
The Sutton family stresses the importance of the edification of young minds. They say education is key. I'm Bob Lee.